you could write that in the file, Norma. All right, Jose Gallegos. Hello.
How you doing, man?
All right. Okay, I don't know why I don't have any of this in the file. Here, yes. Thank you, I appreciate it. All right, Mr. Gallegos, you know we have a problem, right? So why are you not showing up for anything that you're supposed to be showing up for?
I recently had a second job, ma'am.
Mhm.
And I'm staying very, very busy with that. I really don't have no time. Except for like on Sundays.
Here's the problem. I understand what you're telling me. But you're on probation, and
Yes,
when
ma'am.
you're on probation, there are rules. And if people don't want to report for probation, if they don't want to do the classes that they're supposed to do, then that means you're not really on probation. You just sign a piece of paper and you're just still doing whatever you want to do. And that cannot happen.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
And I'm not accepting it as true, but it appears that you have time to use illegal substances, but you don't have time to report. That's going to stop.
Yes, ma'am.
If you, this is us having a conversation, it's not on record. This is a compliance hearing. This is me trying to get your attention. If you continue the way you're continuing, you know what's going to end up happening.
Yes, ma'am.
A warrant's going to be issued for your arrest. You're either going to make bond or you're not going to make bond. If you don't make bond, we're going to have a hearing and they're going to bring you over from the jail dressed in orange, in which case nobody's going to be taking care of your children and you're not going to have employment.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
So if you drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
It's gonna be positive.
What are you going to be positive for?
Cocaine.
See, that's a problem. You're not doing what I'm telling you to do. You
Yes,
say
ma'am.
you don't have time to do it because you're working, but you have time to use drugs.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
So who else is at home with your children other than you?
It's me and my wife.
And is she using as well?
Mm.
Yes.
If I may, Mr. Gallegos and I spoke briefly before approaching, and he did express some issues that he was going through, which made him relapse. There was a death in the family, which made him relapse, and he says that he's doing much better now because he's keeping himself busy with the 2 jobs. He also indicates that he has a plan in place to get his DWI education and victim impact panel done, as well as his parenting class. He is scheduled to begin his intensive outpatient treatment in January.
All right. This is what we're going to do. And if you do not follow this to the letter, I'm going to end up receiving information that you have not followed it and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes,
You are doing those sober meetings.
yes, ma'am.
And the first one that you have is going to be today.
Okay.
And you're going to do one every day until I tell you to stop.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're going to make that January 8th appointment for intensive outpatient treatment through probation.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're going to follow through.
Okay.
If you don't follow through, a warrant could be issued for your arrest. Probation should be very important. It should be right up there with taking care of your children. And let me tell you why it should be right up there with that. Because if you get revoked on this, you're looking at 10 years in prison.
Yes,
And then if you were to get 10 years in prison, for 10 years at the most, somebody else is going to be raising your children. It's not going to be you.
yes, ma'am.
Do you understand?
I understand.
Anything else, probation?
No, Judge.
All right. I'm notating in the document sheet, although I'll remember it because my mind is a steel trap, but we had this conversation.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
there anything else that you need help with?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.